John, right in front.
For whoever you guys go down 15-4, then obviously quite the next 14 minutes of the half. Kind of what was the change? Kind of what sparked you guys kind of on that big run?
I just think the biggest difference between last game, or maybe the last couple games when we started out a little bit slow, was just our encouragement in the huddle. You know, in the first time out, just encouraging each other to keep going, keep getting to where we need to go in terms of offensive end, and just making it a little bit tougher on defense. So just the positivity and encouragement, focus on just pouring into each other rather than trying to point the finger and see it paid off.
Go, Michael.
Austin, when you're on a roll like you were in the first half, I guess, do you notice any differences in the fluidity of your shooting motion or just how you feel as you release?
No, I shoot the same shot every time. You know, even I've been going through a little bit of a slump lately, but I still trust my shot, and so do my teammates. So when my teammates are finding me and keep encouraging me to shoot it, there was a time in the second half, I turned one down and Nick got on me. He's like, keep letting that thing fly. So I think the encouragement of my teammates also helped me with that. Just making sure to stay ready and keep shooting.
For Nick and John, today 42 points in the paint, 19 more free throws after just 10 in the paint last time. It felt like even in the beginning when shots weren't falling, there was a lot of aggressiveness trying to get into the paint and trying to get shots there. Was that kind of an emphasis in the game plan, trying to be more aggressive like that? And how do you see the outcome today?
I think we just stayed on the attack. Obviously, they have two great guards, so we tried to attack them as much as we can. The best way to guard guards like that who score the ball a lot is to get them on the bench. So early, we got Mobley on the bench with his 2 fouls, but hey, we just stayed on the attack, drawing fouls, and then they were collapsing on us. So kick out open threes, they got Aussie some threes, and then we got BC some threes.
Man, we just got to tip our cap off to Minnesota, man. They play really good defense, and they just make it tough. So, probably one of the better defenses in the Big Ten, in my opinion, and just trying to execute their game plan. And obviously, this game, we try to emphasize just getting and playing a little bit stronger with more force, and it paid off.
Michael.
Nick, obviously, switches are going to happen defensively. How has Austin kind of grown in terms of his ability to play with his feet and switch on guards and just be a part of the defensive unit?
Yeah, he had his ups and downs. I feel like we tend to forget that he was just a freshman last year, and then he jumped right up to the Big Ten. So, that comes with a lot of difficulties and challenges, and he's been able to navigate through that. So that's been, more impressive than anything he's done on the court. But it's just confidence. We all been in, his shoes before, coming to college and playing against high-level players where, you just got to adjust, and it starts with your mindset and confidence and telling yourself that, I believe that I can get a stop, and no matter what, I'm going to keep competing and fighting to the end, and he's been able to do that. And when he's doing that and then hitting those threes like that, you see what happens.
John.
Along those lines for John and Nick, when you have, Austin scoring 19, when no one playing up 11, Alexis 10, kind of what does that give you guys when you kind of have that supporting cast that's also clicking offensively?
It's a blessing because they're option on offense, but they were playing good defensively. So the offense took care of itself. I think the way he shot the ball was because he was active, he was playing defense, he was getting rebounds. They rewarded him, and then BC was great tonight, and then Nolan continues to be great. And then AB, I didn't even know he had 10 points. I just know his defense was really good. He got rebounds. So the offense just comes when they're playing hard like that and they're playing defense.
On the camera in the back, John.
John, the sequence in the first half where you hit the three and then got the steal immediately and then scored the layup, that seemed like kind of a turning point. What do you see on that play, that sequence, and do you think that kind of gave you guys energy to turn things around when you were down?
I mean to get a steal. I really wanted a steal like that, but I think I knew it was going to Thornton. There was no one else down the court, so I just tried to hide and then got the steal. And then whatever my team needs, I told these guys from the jump it's going to be about energy, the energy we play with. We haven't had an off day. We've been grinding these last 10 days, so we just got to play with a lot of energy and then build our own energy. And, it can start with me. It can start with these guys up here, so I just tried to make an energy play out of it.
John, on a similar note, you had multiple takeaways that turned into immediate points. Just as you guys tried to attack, keep the pace moving, how important was getting those takeaways and getting the ball in transition?
Oh, yeah, I think we're a great transition team. When we run and we get out in transition, it's very important for us. And then the couple takeaways I had, like, it was just scouting stuff. We knew the play was coming, and I tried to jump the pass. The thing I can get better at, getting more deflections, getting more steals. And then they're just energy plays. When they get in transition, we get to go in and flow in transition. I don't think anybody can beat us.
Michael's got one more question. Go ahead, Michael.
What specifically with the scout? I guess you said the led to the takeaways, and I guess how have you been trying to improve, with your defensive playmaking throughout the year?
Yeah, just being in the spots early, in the stands early. I think we've all been trying to do that more. Like with Big Ten play, kind of some teams run the same stuff, and you've seen the same players. Like I've seen Bruce Thornton a lot, and guy like Thornton and Royal, I've seen them all throughout my career. So you kind of know some of the tendencies they have and kind of the plays they have. Like they know our plays sometimes. They know the tendencies I like to do. So just trying to beat people to spots and be there early in the stands. We're all, as a group, trying to get better at that.